reporting live from the Money Mantra, and we are back with another Forex education video. I created this channel to help as many people as possible become independent and profitable traders. So, if that sounds like you, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Now, I do just want to say if you are new here, I do have so much content for you to catch up on. There are videos on everything from market structure to entry points, support and resistance, candlesticks, and even how to use the different trading apps that have come out. So I encourage you to explore. And if you do make it to the end of this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Not only does it show your interest in the channel, but your engagement helps the channel grow because it pushes the content further out into the algorithm so that more people can find it. So it's free to support. And if you're here, that means that you are looking for this type of content. Now, I do have some links below where you can connect with me outside of YouTube. I try to post trading ideas on TradingView once a week. It's usually on Mondays. And I also have my online course where you can work with me directly, copy the rest of my trade ideas throughout the week, and just have a sense of structured learning and community. So I'm super excited to meet and engage with you guys. And again, you can find that information down below in my description box. Now, in today's quick video, I'm going to be doing a trade breakdown, which is a common type of video that you will find on this channel. This is where I analyze one of the trades that I've either posted on TradingView or I've posted in the chat for my rich friends who are currently in my mentorship program. Now, this is going to be a breakdown for gold. I like to post my trade ideas on TradingView and in the chat with a timestamp just because it holds me accountable. I like TradingView because you can't doctor your results at all. And then once you take the screenshot, this also cannot be altered. So this was posted on April 20th, 2025, around 9:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I am on the East Coast. And this is what I marked up. Now, if you've been following me for some time, you would know that my analysis has significantly decreased and the indicators that I'm using and the confirmations that I'm looking for. No matter how long you've been trading, there's always room for refinement and improvement. And I am just at that part of my journey where I am just trying to get better sniper entries. And what you'll come to understand is that less is more sometimes. So here is what I marked up. I marked up a few previous levels of resistance. I noticed that there was a gap here that had to be filled. And if you are new to trading or you don't understand gaps, whenever you see something like this in the market, a literal gap between candles, just know that it will eventually be filled. Now, for this trade idea, I said that gold is bullish right now. It could push up to 3383 or 3400, but it will be coming back down to fill the gap at 3328. Just look for key levels in both directions and set your pending orders accordingly. Now, this is how I post trade ideas in the chat for my students. So again, if you are interested in that, the link is down below. Now, I did post a second post where I just included the TPs just in case anyone wanted to look at and analyze gold. Now, we're going to look at the chart and I'm going to let you know why I decided to take this trade and how it actually played out. So let's head over to TradingView. This is the website that I use for all of my charting analysis. And we're going to be looking at 9:30 p.m. on Sunday, as we can see from the timestamp here. Now, the first thing that I noticed was that the market has started to create a new level of support here. Now, if you're unfamiliar with trading terms, an area of support is usually where the market tends to buy. Here's another area of support. And these areas can be noticed because you'll see that maybe there was a little bit of selling and then the market had a hard time getting any lower. Or you may notice that after a period of consolidation, the market breaks above a previous high and starts to treat previous resistance as support, and it will continue to push up. Now, in this case, we were dealing with the third scenario where we had a previous area of resistance here, meaning this was the highest place that the market had been for some time. And then where we would expect the market to continue to sell, it actually decided to buy. So we have a new level of support created. And that's the first thing I noticed. And although my stochastic was way above the overbought limit for gold, I noticed that, well, really for everything, but especially for gold, you really want to trade what you see and not what you want, right? That's going to be extremely important because I know that when a lot of people see that the stochastic is overbought or at the top, they'll start to set up for sales, although it may not be time for that yet. So if your stochastic is reflecting that the market is continuing to buy and it has not yet crossed back below 80, right? I would continue to enter for buys, and that's exactly what I did. Now, I chose my TPs because I noticed that gold will move about 1,000 pips per move. Not every single time, but it's pretty common. And I do encourage you to back test that as well. So as we come over here, we can actually see that all of the TPs were hit because gold, even being overbought on the stochastic, right? It continued to actually stagger up, right? It continued to stagger up. And remember what I said about previous resistance becoming support? We have that happening here. We have previous resistance becoming support here. And we can see gold is just continuing to climb. Now, although we did secure about 2,400 pips in this trade, it continued to buy, right? I believe that 3,400 was around here. Right, 3,400 was around here, right? So TP4 was hit around here and it continued to climb a significant amount of pips. The highest that it got was 3,500, which is actually insane. And this 10,000 pips or so from our final TP, even though we did secure a lot in this trade. Now, another thing I want to show you guys as the market continued to sell, we did get back down to 3,328, right? And we can see that the gap was actually filled. If we zoom out, we'll probably be able to see. Yeah, here was the gap here, right? Then we can see that the gap was eventually filled, right? And what I want you guys to also pay attention to is that this gap had to be filled. This gap was filled here, right? So just notice that whenever there is a gap in the market, you know that the market is going to go there eventually. You just don't know when, right? So this gold trade was pretty much straightforward. I didn't use too many indicators. I didn't do too much to confuse myself. I just pretty much followed the market structure. And as you guys can see, resistance became support, right? Resistance became support. Here's another example of a sell, right? This is support. Support became resistance. Support became resistance, right? Support became resistance. So that's one thing that you guys can look for in your trades going forward. You really don't need a lot. You just need a simple confirmation checklist, look at market structure, cross-reference any indicators that you may be using, and it should honestly be okay from there. Now, I'm not mad that I didn't catch the whole move because I was able to secure profit in this trade. And that is what you should be focused on, consistency over time, not being a millionaire overnight, not trying to be right every time because it's just not realistic and it doesn't work that way. Just go with what you know, refine where you can, and cut out anything that isn't working for you. Now, if this video made sense and you learned something today, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button because it really does help me and it really does help other people who are trying to learn how to trade. I'm currently on a mission to get to 2,500 subscribers, and I know that with your support, we will be able to do that. I look forward to continue making quality content for you guys, continuing to educate you. If you like my style of teaching and you want to connect with me more outside of YouTube, you can find my links below. And I am personally inviting you to join my course. There are videos that are in order that will help you learn in a cohesive way. I post trade ideas every single week where you guys can come and learn with me. And I just know that it would really benefit both of us. So here's just a preview of some of the trades I posted. Here's the gold trade. Here's the gold trade. I did post a, see, look, TP3 was hit here, TP4 was hit, and we can see that in real time, right? No cap in my rap. And then I did also post a GBP JPY trade too, which is also timestamped. So everything's there, guys. Don't be scared. Come say hi. Come join the club and make some rich friends. But that's really all I have for you guys today. Until next time, rich friends.